How you feel?
Yeah, how you feel?
I feel great. I feel great.
What's your chances of playing on Sunday?
My chances high, but we're just trying to see how the practice week go, see where the tolerances at, seeing what measures we got to take to see how we're going to play this game.
Any limitations?
Just got to get the feel of the rush. I feel like I'm starting all over. My lungs was hurting out there, so, it's basically like I'm restarting my season all over again. So it's just going to be an interesting week.
But you are going full speed and everything now?
Yeah.
How difficult was it just to watch the last couple of weeks?
I mean, obviously, I feel like it's tough just because I feel like I can make an impact in those games. Played Kurt before, had a lot of success. 49ers, tough watch. I think in those games where we losing by 6 points, I definitely believe I can make a difference in those games. 6-point game, you telling me and D-Law can't make a difference, extra stop at 1 point in them games, it's hard for me to believe that we can't. So, my goal is, if I'm up this week, to go out there and prove that.
What's the biggest challenge slowing down a guy like Saquon Barkley the way he's playing lately?
Yeah, man, honestly, it's just tackling them legs. I know it's tough. That's like a big brother to me, but, at the end of the day, I know he's going to come with it. I'm going to come with it, so it's going to be an exciting matchup.
Where have you seen him grow his game?
You've seen on the field?
To both points, honestly, it's his confidence, bro. I'm not saying, and I said this on the pod, I'm not saying his confidence in what he believes in, but confidence in people want to make the right blocks. He's just playing his reads. He's playing running back so peacefully. And, a lot of people doubted that he would have that success, but you kind of say, man, just like his rookie year, you kind of put the weapons outside of him. You can't stack the box against him. I mean, let's be real. When you play the Giants, you play 8 in the box and say, beat me with your weapons that you got. So, now that he got some help out there, man, I mean, it's been night and day difference. And, you couldn't be more happy. Same thing with McCaffrey. Can't stack that box. And you see what McCaffrey done to this NFL. So, when guys, them good backs get into them good systems, man, it's always good to see people succeed and get back to where they were at.
When you initially got hurt, did you think it'd be this long? And what's been that process like?
Honestly, I didn't. Man, as soon as I got hurt, I was like, man, I could come back against Detroit, right? I get it. Like, I got my 1 week, and then, realizing that my injury is more significant than I thought. And, the team thought when I had got the MRI, it was challenging. And then, obviously, everyone's different. The healing process was different. I thought, known as a fast healer. So, obviously, I didn't want to go on IR, but, looking back at it, I probably should have, So, it's a tough place to be in, honestly, because, I couldn't even get on my toes, for 3-4 weeks. So, it was constant battling. And, I'm just happy to be where I'm at.
How frustrating level of belief and confidence in this locker room still?
As people keep coming back, as I said, I've been here before without Dak Prescott. I've been here. Obviously, we always had a lot of success, but in terms of injury, losing D-Law and guys like that, I kind of been a part of it. We lost Randy, we lost D-Law. I had to step in and fill roles. And I think recently we're starting to see the difference in those young players with their reps and their scheme, and everyone's growing confidence. Yeah, we're losing by, close margins, but I believe that's going to pay dividends towards this back end.
I know you play without Dak, but being out and the season going the way it's going, and now you finally get to come back and he's out. How frustrating is that, though? Because you thought maybe if I come back, we can make a run, and now you're –
Shit, I still believe we can make a run. I seen what Cooper Rush can do. That's it's a good boy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cooper Rush got a lot of talent. He won games for us by just doing the basics, just playing good football. So it's not like he can't do it. I got full faith in him. We won four out of 5 games with him. So to have that understanding or think that he couldn't do that again, especially look at the stretch he had when we did it. We beat the Bengals, who was a good team, and Jets. We beat good. I had a good run towards there with Rush. So I got full belief. And it just so happens that when I'm coming back, Dak isn't. So maybe that's what God had intended.
Mike, are you at a point where you need to see how you feel tomorrow after working out this way, or do you think
I just have to go full go. I got to be back in pads. I got to make my game-like movements. At the end of the day, you don't want to put bad film out there. You don't want to go out there being limited. People might see that and try to attack that. They're like, oh, he's trying to brace for his leg, or he's limping, and you just don't want to be the person that's holding the team back. So at no point where I feel like I'm holding the team back would I ever put my team in that position where I'm not playing good football.
Do you think you can come back and play as many snaps as you played before getting hurt?
Yeah, once I'm playing, I'm playing. That's just a competitor to me. I was banged up plenty of times. I'm just like, man, once I'm competing, I'm competing. It's hard to restrain that.
It's fully healed, though. I mean, it's just a matter of getting your timing and stuff down.
Yeah.
But the ankle's fully healed.
Yeah, you never high ankles, those lag on. And the more you cut on it, you bang on it, but you just build a talent, It's just one of them things.
As you prepare for the Eagles, obviously you have familiarity with Saquon and with the Eagles' offensive personnel, but as you prepare this week, do you see that they're doing anything different? We see some of the Kellen Moore elements in there?
I wouldn't say they're doing anything differently. I think, they got a running back. I think they're trusting their system. They know they got explosive guys. They can create explosive plays. They're doing a good job managing the clock. Jalen's doing a good job. They're still using Jalen's legs, even though they got Saquon. And obviously those outside pieces is two of the most dynamic pieces in the NFL. So, I don't think they're doing anything different. I think this is the same Eagles team. But, that Saquon Barkley factor is paying dividends for them.
Did you text him at all after that little jump that he made?
No. It's a rivalry. That's big bro, but I know he knows. Like when it's on game day, we ain't friends no more.
How do you rate that backward leapfrog?
That was tough. That was tough. I mean, bro, he's always been that exciting. He was a big part of the reason why I went to Penn State. He was so exciting, obviously from Whitehall, and kind of just preaching me, man. You take the right steps and do the right things. Good things can happen for you. So, man, it's been exciting seeing him over these last.
What text did you send to him?
Huh? No, I ain't texting.
You
I ain't
didn't text
texting.
him and say anything after?
No. I can't, boost his head up too much. If anything, I'm like, I hope you shut that shit down this week, not anything.
You've been watching this team. What has excited you about the defense? You talk about them taking steps. I know Carl lost a couple of sacks.
Yeah, the run game, Demo, you see a lot of Chauncey's gaining confidence. Mozzie's playing more confident. A bunch of guys, you can see they're trusting the system, trusting what these guys is preaching. How guys are, in the meeting room, and I think they just all playing to their talent. So I think everyone's playing good and everyone's gotten better. I think each week, if you're really watching the tape, everyone's making big jumps and they're getting better. We just have to play great collective football, offense, defense, and special teams, and that's going to change the game around.
What did you think about the fact that you guys didn't sell at the trade deadline and that they did make a move to trade for Jonathan Mingo?
What you mean?
Like the fact that the Cowboys could have been sellers at the trade deadline. They could have, Jerry could have been like, well, there's nothing left of this season. Let's move on. Let me try and get some draft picks out of this. But he didn't do that.
Yeah, I talked to Jerry. He came down and, he watched me work out last week, and he was just like, I've been here before, Starback called me. He's like, we was 3-5 and we still made a run. So that gives Jerry his old school beliefs. And, when your owner believes in it and he truly believes these are the right guys, that gives confidence into the guys in the locker room. It should, because, your owner believes in you. Even though you haven't had the most success and things aren't going your way, he still believes that, you can still do great things. And honestly, you should. This is, we've been a winning team, a 12-5 team the last 3 years. And, we obviously got more losses at this point than we ever had. But, the high hopes and the players are still here. We just got to stop beating ourselves, and that's the penalties and things like that. So let's play ball.
I saw you comment on Dan Orlovsky's suggestion that you would be an interesting trade piece for them. Does that flatter or frustrate you that you would be considered something that they would consider moving?
Honestly, it flatters me. But at the same time, it's always a business level. Me and Jerry love each other. I always appreciate Jerry for giving me the opportunity. And, he's done a lot of things, great things to change my life on and off the field, more than people will ever know. And, he confides in me. Jerry picked me up on the side of the road and said, come watch the Super Bowl with me. So that just lets you know what type of owner Jerry is. And, he left early, gave us the sweets, like, here, you and your friends enjoy it. So it honestly fires me. I think if Jerry ever had a problem with me, he would call me into his office and we would have a sit-down before anyone on national TV could.
the side of the road?
Yeah, side of the road.
Was you walking?
No, I was outside of the Wynn Hotel, and Jerry walks out of the Wynn Hotel. He goes, "Micah, where are you going?" I was like, I'm getting ready to go tomorrow. He's like, "Going to the game?" I said, "Nah." He said, "Wow, you want to come?" And I said, "Yeah." And he brought me to the game, and I was like, "Cool." And I was like, and we got a chance to talk for a few hours, but it goes to show you how generous and caring he is, and he broke me down about life and football, how he sees the players, how he sees the team, and where he wants to go with us. The fact that he did that with me, it goes to show that our relationship is growing, and he trusts me.
Can I drill that down real quick? Is that a good thing or a bad thing when you have an owner that is so
Yeah.
personally invested in the players, whether it comes to praising or disciplining them?
I think it's a good thing, because honestly, a lot of owners don't care. Jerry cares about how comfortable we are, how he cares about this facility, and you always walk in the building, they always say it's a privilege, not a right, to wear the star. And I think when you got an owner like that actually cares and actually, wants to be involved in this process instead of just like, this is a moneymaker, this is about money to me, his heart's in it. And when someone's heart's in it, and think about family, even when, family always don't do the right things or make the right decisions, and build, like, you still love them because they care. They actually care about the significance about what they're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Good.